So you've got a dubbed on audio from me today. You'll find out why shortly. Yeah, I was in Bromley, which was a town in Kent, but it's been absorbed by the expansion of London. And I I have no need to go to Bromley. It's known mainly for its shops, but it's only like 9 miles away from the West End. So if I'm on the train, I might as well go all the way, so to speak. But I saw a guy do a video where he had visited a model shop here, and I thought I'd pop up and take a look. So this is what I'm doing. I'm on my way, and as you can see, it's a horrible rainy day yesterday. And I stop and I pause at a building which is on the site of an older building, and you can see we've got a blue plaque up there, and because this is where H.G. Wells was born back in 1866. I don't think there was a Primark next door then. This is me walking up the road, and just like when I went to Woking for my War of the Worlds walk, it's interesting walking along, looking at the older buildings like the churches and some of the buildings that are in the road, to think that they were around in H.G. Wells's time. So yeah, the guy on YouTube visited this shop, and it looked an awful lot like, to me, Comic Miniatures back in the day in Lavender Hill in London, Tony James's shop, which was piled high to the rafters with model kits, all higgledy-piggledy. And this shop I'm just about to go into looked the same sort of thing, but mainly, non-science fiction things. So there it is. It's called Avicraft, but the V has dropped off the sign, so it's AI Craft. And I'm just about to go in. This is why I'm dubbing over. The guy was okay with me filming in there, but I said I'll put the sound on afterwards. So here we go. I'm just about to go in and have a look. Start off with some science fiction. There was a smattering of science fiction in there. This model I was very tempted to buy. It's an original 1963 FX Heinkel 111, my favourite model aircraft I made back then, but I would never build it. I wouldn't dare build it. I was mainly looking for spare parts for some of my scratch building, and they're usually military kits, but there wasn't an awful lot of military kits. You can see the smattering. It's a right jumble. Down here, the Invisible Man kit, and I thought, oh blimey, I'd like to have that again, but a lot of these kits, bits were missing or were partly built, so I decided not. An awful lot of those ships, airfix ships, I built back in the day because I wasn't that interested in the ship, but hey, it's a model to build. As I say, quite a jumble of stuff. It's a very small shop, but he's got an awful... Rob was the guy's name. There's the airfix historicals. My friend Ian was on the lookout for an Oliver Cromwell. He didn't have it. Bit more science fiction there. And but it's mainly, I mean, we've got a bit of military there, but it's mainly ships and cars. NPC Walker, that was part built, so turn that down. Yeah, aircraft, planes, and ships mainly, which was a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping for some airfix things. That was a shock. 2 copies of Flight Deck, that terrible game from the 70s. More planes. Planes are no good to me. I mean, once you don't have leftover parts, once you've got the holes, you don't have an awful lot of parts that you can use on anything else, unlike a tank or a military kit. But there was an awful lot there. I mean, if you're into your aircraft, there's a little bit of fancy at the end with those Batman kits. And that's about it. All right. Very small shop. Oh, yeah, those big boxes that are there were full of stuff, and I had a good rummage. I'm walking back. Look at these lovely houses. I think, back in Victorian times, before the advent of cars, I mean, you've got this really wide road with some lovely houses either side. I think it was quite a posh area back then. It's a shame. I was talking to Rob. He was a real nice guy. And he was saying he didn't have much in the way of military at the moment because that seems to be in vogue. So that's why he hasn't got much. And sometimes it flips the other way and he's got lots of military and you haven't got much planes. I'm just about to show you what I bought, I think. I had to come away. I mean, he's a tiny little independent business. And I had to get something. So go on. show your stuff. Oh, I've been distracted by another lovely house. Yeah, I had to cut. I mean, I travelled up on the train, and I had to get something to show for it. So I promise you, I will show you what's in my hands in a minute. Oh, come on. Yeah. Shall I say, if you're thinking of going, Bromley, oh, look at that house. Bromley South is the train station, and it's a 20-minute walk up from there. So, yes, here we go. I got some plastic piping for a Patreon build I'm just starting. And the other thing I got, come on, whip it out, is the Ark Royal for a tenner, which is quite cheap compared to what you get it on eBay, and it's all sealed and everything. Battleships that size offer up a huge amount of tiny little parts for detailing. So I think I'm nearly done. Yeah, very much recommended if you're ever down this way. Yeah, that's me signing off now.